Hello, my beautiful queer friends. Joy here from Poems by Joy. I'm here today with a video called Poems I Shouldn't Share. And this is because I have written some poems for a crush in, let's see, a little black book that I know I really shouldn't share. I wrote them for her, and I don't know that I will actually ever give them to her. But I'm going to share them because they may never get shared otherwise, right? So let's go through the little black book. A couple of updates, yes. I'm pretty much finished with my poetry manuscript called Queering to the Left. This is going to be a free poetry booklet as an anti-capitalism statement. It will be available in local queer spaces. It will be downloadable on my website. I'm very excited about this manuscript. It is dual. It will have queer political thought in the first half and some queer joy, some queer love in the other half. So please look forward to that. It is coming soon. It is pretty much finished. I'm just formatting and editing it now. I have a degree in Strat Comm, so this is going to be a lot of my marketing efforts to get this out. Also, I'm doing a poetry pop-up on National Coming Out Day. This is where I will be writing poems on the fly at Indie Reads at Fountain Square in Indianapolis. Visit my website, poemsbyjoy.com, for more information. More updates. Oh, I have a merch store. You can visit poemsbyjoy.com to see what I have on my website. Some quirky merch. If you're interested, just visit my website, see what I've got. I have a newsletter. You can sign up for that. It is monthly. First edition went out October 1st. Sorry to those who signed up for that. I'm a little late and didn't get the actual newsletter. You are signed up for it. You will get it on November 1st. It is coming. It has a poetry prompt in the newsletter. It will have some poetry in the next one. It will have some updates and some events. So please sign up for that. Okay, cue the most sapphic project of all time, writing poems for A, a girl that I don't know is sapphic, and B, love poems that may never otherwise get heard if I wasn't sharing them today, right? Because I don't know that I'm actually going to share this little black book with the girl that I wrote them for. And I figure if I don't share them today, they will never ever be heard. So I'm reading them to you. I'm not going to share her name. I wrote this simply as K Poems. And I'm going to read all 5 of them for you today. Let's go. Are you ready? The first one I have is To the Girl I Can't Tell Is Sapphic or Not. And this one will be included in my manuscript. So here's a little preview. There is no wishing on a star, no prayers to a Godhead. The Trinity is too sensitive. Tell them to just look out. Know my unlifted requests. The good juju, the next steps could be built on everything you and I texted. Solid adult communication, forbidding ghosting, maybe God willing sapphic tendencies on your end. Therapy for attachment issues on mine. Do you want to know? If you feel like jumping ahead, turning the pages to the next part of the story, I do too. But let's hold here and be still here this time. Here like the clock in this room I'm sitting in that's been on 8:49 for 2 years. Not because I envy stuckness or stagnation. I just want to make my hands move incrementally slower, smoother than they have in the past. It's a loftier goal than what I set 2 days ago, dejected and planning destructive juice fasts under the guise of a reset. It's a misnomer for a disorder stemming from loneliness. I don't think you want to know. And here I am, drenched in the willingness to do better, able to see farther than all the past times it triggered crazy-making thinking, decidedly optimistic about you being the one personality that doesn't require unique prayers, compulsions, real juju, or trinities to bring around. So, a little reflection on that. I was just kind of hoping this was a real thing and I didn't require all the extra juju and prayers and finger crossing and good luck charms to bring around this type of personality that the others did, right? Are you with me on that? So, poem 2 gets a little bit more emotional. This is called The Water Signs, Pisces and Cancer. I don't want to hold my breath. The waxing gibbous pulls the tide in. My intuition ignites and I fear a little of the incoming waters. I wonder if the waves are warm, and if so, are they gentle, friendly to the touch, able to say my name when I'm not there? They are the kind of natural element I can believe in. When I close my eyes, I can still see the waters begging at their fingertips for me to come home. And if it's just a pretend image my heart has grown accustomed to out of yearning, the moon will surely let me know. Her dark side is holding a secret. I stretch my neck to peer. I don't want to hold my breath wondering if the tide will carry me away by my feet, but I'm open to being swept. She could actually be queer baiting, but I'm open to being swept off my feet. You understand? But we're both water signs, probably highly compatible. But I just don't know. There's so many questions, right? I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about it on YouTube alone. The next one is called I'd Calm Down About That. I wrote it after a conversation we had through texting, which we do quite often. When I finally fell asleep, I realized it was morning, and my comforter was twisted into a wrapped ball, results of a night turned dawn, in the midst of my dreams turning to you. I had all of the questions. I guess wild dreams don't answer them, my eyes fluttering awake as I lie there relishing in the current, temporary, maybe even imaginary hug of your... We have to stop here and not get caught up in the pretentious images projected by a foolish, desperate, unfulfilled heart, So maybe in the afternoon you will just take the initiative to text and ask something benign about my workday. I'd calm down about that. I have to stop myself because I get so caught up in thinking about her sometimes. I'm like, stop, halt, turn it down a notch. And sometimes I really have to. And then I took another leap of faith and wrote this one called Together We Could Be Great and Honest. Not because I am fearful, but still the apprentice of the worthy. Not because if you were to stand too close, my balance would not be the first to wreck. Not because the sun once burnt his thumb on the neck of Venus on a jaunt around his core. Not because the same is still envious of Venus having no natural moons. And if she did, might I be the only one privy to the lunar meanings and shadows she casts. Not because I broke through the atmosphere and mentioned the words hometown pride, but because if you were to look down from here, you would find the height of what had become. Yes, I invited her to my hometown pride and instantly had a little bit of gay panic. I was like, oh my God, was I supposed to invite her? Does she know these men in the past can't do anything for her like I can? So that was a thing. And then the last one I have is called Predicted Actions. I know. I ask myself what I need. It's a Wednesday morning and the day has already regretted passing hours. I know. I listen to a podcast, but my mind wanders to cookie dough ice cream or salted caramel. Not the kind from the shop at the corner of the mall they propped up at Hamilton Town Center to attract the concert-going tourists. No, I want The comfy bowl at home, sitting on my sofa, exhaling, slandering the day that would do the same to me if given the lips, if given the time to look into this borderline face. I'm the fool, woman. I'm the well-wishing problem here. The podcast drones on and I ignore every syllable that drops. No wisdom for me. Whatever happened last night must have been a cut to the gums, sopped up with the napkin and a heap of crying. Nothing feels the same. But it's not my sofa I want to sit on, I'll go ahead and admit. It's actually not cookie dough or caramel now that we are being truthful. It's natural vanilla with the black beans sitting on your sofa with you. I never get what I need. It's a chilly morning and I'm already regretting passing my time overthinking predicted actions. I know. That one is kind of spiraling after a night of thinking about her and ruminating over a conversation we had about ice cream and how she likes to eat ice cream on her sofa. I want to eat ice cream on her sofa with her, right? So that's what that was, and that's the little black book of poems that I am not supposed to share. Do you think I should give them to her? Will she ever see this video? And if you know who you are and you've seen this video, text me. Text me. Okay, my beautiful queer people. Drop in the comments if you have some advice on what I should do. If you are her and you know the situation, just reach out, girl. Have a wonderful day.